What's up, gang? How you guys doing? It is Lieutenant Sal Blue coming at you with my daily podcast. That's right, Lieutenant Sal Blue. I am your 28-year law enforcement veteran and the author of this masterpiece right here, The Top 25 Mistakes en Route to the Good Life, second edition. Now, listen, for all you guys on YouTube, everybody at Spotify is already caught up, but I am running some specials here on my book. I'm doing two type of specials. The first one is the free giveaway for my book, man. Go to lieutenantsalblue.com, pick up my book, get your free copy. The second special that I'm running, guys, is if you can give me a podcast idea that I use on the air, I will send you a free autographed copy of my book and some special upgrades and stuff that I have to give out. So hop on that at lieutenantsalblue.com or DM me on any of the social media platforms at Lieutenant Sal Blue, right? So you find me, get out there, and get me that information, man. I love to talk about topics that you guys are passionate about and things that will help you to get the most out of your life. So as I had some video issues earlier, I wanted to say that earlier today on my morning commute, right, and which is not on video anyway, it's on Spotify, but earlier today on my morning commute, I was talking to people about communication, right, and how important it is to communicate. And one of the things that was extremely important when it comes to communication is the fact that a lot of times we think that we are good communicators. We think that we're really getting our message across. We think that what we're saying is reaching the audience and the people that we want to reach. And many times we're not doing that. Many times our message is something that we want to hear, but it's not something that people are really ready to consume. A lot of messages that we put out, guys, when it comes to communication, people are they're afraid to hear it because it hurts, because it's painful. So you got to be careful when it comes to giving out messages to people, because you want them to get the message and you don't want to come off too strong to where it scares them away and they block out the pain, right? And that is typical when it comes to coaching and teaching and mentoring people. A lot of people have a lot of roadblocks and a lot of pain that has stopped them from getting the message. Why do you think that it is so many people with so many successful courses out there on the internet and things that can allow you and help you to get ahead and have the best life possible, but so few people are implementing? You don't have a lot of implementers out there, right? You have a lot of people out there running from pain or trying to block the pain. So a lot of times when they're trying to learn and when it gets a little difficult, man, and it hurts, these people, they have to back away from the pain, and they resort to going back to their phone and old habits because of the pressure. And I'm here to try to bridge that gap for you guys. I'm trying to give you my mistakes, and you can see that I have stood in the same shoes that you have stood in. I have felt some of the same pain that you have felt. And I can understand, and we can walk through this together, man. When I was in law enforcement, and I was to come up on the scene, and I was a sergeant, and I had a rookie cop, and he was totally and completely involved in a situation that he had no idea how to get out of, I would come in there, and I wouldn't take over the situation. I would help him and empower him so that he can command the situation, and then I would give him the confidence and I say, and now let's do this, and let's walk out of here together, me and you, let's do it. With the confidence and the words that I showed you, use them. And that is how you help people to move forward into the next level of whatever they're doing in life, whether it's law enforcement, whether it's business, whether it's good family stuff, you know. Earlier today, I was talking to my wife and I wanted to ask her, I said, sweetheart, what should I be talking about in today's podcast? And you know what my wife said? My wife said, you should be talking about spending quality time with your family, right? So it is funny that she says that, but she is straightforward and abrupt into when she gets her message out there. And the important part of her message was this, right? Now, a lot of men, with weak backbones may have been offended or hurt by her saying that. But because of the fact that I know that I have had an excellent choice in a wife, period. And because I have an excellent choice in a wife, I know that she is a reflection of me and what I need to be doing. So I know if I need to be doing something and she says it, then I need to be doing something, right? And so on top of, yes, also talking about spending quality time with your family, because I think that is important on my daily podcast, I also made sure that I spent quality time with my family before I did my daily podcast. That's right. So I was off and about with family and just enjoying good times, good food. We usually do a after Thanksgiving thing on the weekend where we all get together and chat and talk and just enjoy each other's company, whether we're just sitting around showing each other our phones and videos or whatever, or whether we're just talking about old times, or we're talking planning the next vacation. Whatever we're doing, man, we're enjoying time with one another. So I think that is important, that I did that today. And because of that, if I don't get out my podcast until midnight tonight Eastern Standard Time, then hey, that is what it is, man. But the important part is this day is done and I can't get it back, right? So if I would have not spent quality time with my family and not listened to the strong message that my wife gave me, then I would have missed out on this day. And tomorrow is not promised, guys. Tomorrow is not promised. So you can't be putting things off thinking that I'll do that tomorrow. You can't do that, man. You got to live life now. I was learning, as I was doing some studying about how one of the concepts people talked about is how life is. People think that life is linear when the truth of the matter is life is all happening at the same time, and it's just our perspective of how we're visualizing it, right? If you're looking at a line from the back of the line to the front of the line, it looks like a long path, very long and linear path, man. Maybe you're trying to look like a mile down the road, right? And you're just looking down the road. But if you see that same line from the window of an airplane, you see the front, the back, and the middle, and all parts of that line at once. And the philosophy is that is how time is in life. So every moment is the present moment, right? And so one of the reasons why I wrote my book is and I'm working on my new book, which is trying to get people to see in the present right now something that could happen in the future if they make that mistake right now in the present. Okay? And avoiding a lot of the mistakes that I made. So just try to be transparent, have full transparency with people when it comes to these mistakes and the things that I'm doing in my life, and just to help them to have a better life. But guys, what I want to say today is today's podcast is a short one, right? It is a short one, maybe not as short on audio as it is on video, but quality time with my family was very vital, very important. But at the same time, what was very vital and very important to me is that I get a message across to the people out there, because I feel like a day that I don't give a message is a day that somebody's life is not saved. Somebody is going to miss out on the value that I give to as many people as possible. So I try to get, if the worst case scenario, I only give out 10 minutes on video, then that's what it is. It's 10 minutes on video, man. But it's 10 minutes fully packed with value. And that's what I want to try to do. Fully packed 10 minutes with value, guys, today. And so this may be a little longer than that, but that's okay as well. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about, guys, is people giving up. I see a lot of people giving up. And you know the scary part about this is that it hasn't even gotten bad yet, right? The financial markets crashing, healthcare crashing. Maybe we may even be going into war, right? We got another variation of the pandemic, and the media is going to push panic on the world. They're going to push it out because that is their most popular product, right? They're going to push that out. So as they're pushing that out, and a lot of people are going into panic, there's something very, very important going on that I want you guys to understand, right? First and foremost, I want to say this, man. Don't you dare, don't you dare give up. Don't you dare. I'm telling you, you don't have a right to give up. With all of the answers at your fingertips, you don't have a right to give up. The only reason you would give up is just out of pure disrespect and complete laziness. Okay? That is it. That is what I need to say to you today. Don't give up, man. Don't give up on yourself. Right? Don't give up on yourself. You are the only guarantee that you have. You're the only guarantee that you have. You don't have to count on anybody else. Everything that you need is right inside that package you got right here. You got everything you need in there. And I want you not to give up on yourself, and I don't want you to quit. And I felt today you needed to hear this message, man, because it is a very, very sad day, man, when I see somebody giving up on themselves. It hurts me to the core because I believe that there's so many answers out there, and that a lot of times, man, we are just so exhausted chasing our tails that we fail to look beyond, okay, to find the answers in what we need. And more importantly, man, more importantly is what I want to talk to. I want to talk to you fathers out there, man. You fathers out there. And parents, you know, it could be mothers too, but I want to talk to the fathers out there. And I want you guys to understand, number one, I don't want you to give up, right? I don't want you to give up because guess what? Nobody's going to compliment you. Nobody is going to tell you way to go. Nobody's going to tell you, right, that you're doing a good job or keep at what you're doing or that it's going to get better. Nobody is going to tell you that. Nobody's definitely not going to come to save you because you're not the saving type, right? You're too strong for someone to come in and save you. So don't even look for that, right? Don't back down and think that somebody needs to come save you because you don't need saving, right? So I need you to understand that as well. But what I want you to really understand is this, man. And I was thinking about this for myself, right? My children want, right? My children want. But more importantly, my children need, right? And I know it is hard for a lot of men to understand this, right? But don't get upset or frustrated with the wants of your children, with the wants of your children, with the wants of your wife as a husband, as a father. I want you to know it is your responsibility. It is your responsibility, okay, if you have brought a life into this world, okay, to provide everything that is needed. That means a house, okay, for them to live in, a roof over their heads. That means food for them to eat, for their nourishment. It means clothes on their back. It means a safe environment for them to grow and flourish in, right? That is your responsibility. As a husband, it is your responsibility to provide for your wife so she can make sure that you have an incredible household. But it's your responsibility to provide for that household. Okay? So don't get frustrated and upset and angry and try to throw in the towel, okay, when it comes to your responsibilities. I'm telling you right now that You cannot quit on that, right? I mean, you can, but every time you quit on something like that, there's no telling what you'll quit on in life after that. You may quit on life altogether if you will quit on your family, if you'll quit on your wife and your children, right? You have to learn how to be the stronger man. You have to learn how to be the resilient one. You have to learn how to be the one who pats yourself on the back, okay, and gives yourself confidence, knowing that because it is your responsibility, you're going to work through it no matter what. No matter what it is, you'll figure it out. No matter who you got to talk to, you'll figure it out. No matter who you got to work for, you're going to work. Right? You're going to put in the work because you are the type of individual that handles your responsibilities. So I just wanted to say that today because just that thought alone, right? Handling your responsibilities should be the only thing you need to drive you to greatness. To drive you to greatness. Just thinking about, okay, taking your life to the next level. When I think about taking my life to the next level, I'm not thinking about taking my own life to the next level. I'm thinking about bringing my family, my wife, and my children along for the ride. Okay? And being the ultimate provider. Right? So a lot of people want to drive around in Lamborghinis and new fancy cars and stuff like that. I want to be beyond that. Right? I want to be beyond that, not just for me, but for my family and for generations to come. And when you start to use that as your drive, man, I believe that you can get a whole lot further in life. But the first thing you can't do is you can't give up, man. You can't quit. Right? Okay? And I want you guys to understand this. And I'm going to wrap this up today because it is late in the evening. But I want you to understand this, man. You can't change what has already happened in your life. Okay? So, as I spoke about how a lot of people see life linear, okay, when the fact is past, present, and future are all occurring right now. Right now is your moment. Right now is that power, okay, that when you hear me speaking to you, that you have to do what you need to do right now. So understand this, and we're going to get this going, guys. Okay, you can't change what has already happened. So if you need to bitch and moan about it, get it off your chest, right? Get it off your chest, but give yourself 5 minutes at most, right? A lot of us waste far too much time crying and bitching and moaning about things that we fucked up on, things that we messed up on, right? Far too many of us, we waste our times with that, guys. Don't waste your time with it. Give yourself 5 minutes, okay? Take a deep breath and jump back into what you have to do, right? Don't complain about it. Don't complain about it. Just give yourself 5 minutes to get over the emotion of it. And I just want you to know that complaining adds no value to you moving forward, right? Bitching and moaning about something that has already happened adds no value to you moving forward. The only thing that adds value to you moving forward is action. You got to put action. You got to make the rubber meet the road, okay, in order to get some traction, in order to have the life that you want. So you're going to make tons of mistakes throughout your life, right? Tons of mistakes as a father, as a husband, okay, as a communicator of messages to people. You're going to make tons of mistakes, right? After you make those mistakes, just be aware of them, understand them, and realize that that moment is past, right? Life is not linear, okay? But it's all happening at the same time, and make the change immediately. Don't waste time worrying about all of that in between, man. Just make it happen right now, okay? You don't spend your life wishing things were different. Just make them different, man. So, listen, I probably went a little bit longer than I even thought I could actually go, guys, but I'm going to wrap it up here today. I want you guys to hop on over, right? I told you guys I'm running a special. I'm 10,000 copies for December. I'm going to give away my book, 10,000 copies. So hop on over to lieutenantsalblue.com, pick up your free copy. You pay the shipping, and I'll ship it out to you. As well as, guys, give me a comment. Give me a comment in the podcast, and I will send you a free copy on me. Gratis. On me. That's not even gratis. I still have to pay for the shipping, and I have to pay for the printing of the book and everything else. So that'll be my bonus that I'm giving to people who give me podcast ideas that I can use each and every day, because I got a lot of talking to do when it comes to helping people to avoid the mistakes that they've seen me make and seen other people make in their life. So let's continue to communicate. Let's continue to chat it up, talk to each other, and help one another by giving value, moving forward, and never quitting. This is Lieutenant Sound Blue. I'm wrapping it up for tonight. Make sure you check me out on all the social media platforms at Lieutenant Sound Blue. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. All right? Happy Saturday.